right, so
9 out of 10.
we are just coming off of last week's episode, and we have more to talk about, so we are going to keep going with this. This is the 6th installment of the Third Party Podcast. We got Cody with me, and we got Taylor, and this is Talks.
It's the Cody.
It's the... You want to introduce yourself? Should we start getting introduction music and theme songs going for each of us? That'd be kind of cool, actually. I don't see any reason why we can't do that. We just need more support on YouTube, Rumble. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and then we could probably pull that off.
Yeah.
Only if I can steal the Jeffersons theme song.
I love that idea. I love that idea. I don't know what it'll take.
That's not copyrighted, is it?
Who cares? Who cares?
I
Copyright.
don't give a fuck about a lawsuit. Let's go.
That's just the law.
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
I got a guy for that.
What are they going to do? Arrest us? Fine us a lot of money?
What am I going to get fired from Disney?
All right, guys. So this episode, we want to be talking a little bit. We don't have a full theme for this episode, but I think we're going to be talking quite a bit about gaming and consoles. Avatar 2. Our pilot had a theme.
Yeah.
That's it. I think that's the only one
This
that's
is
had
number 6.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that's had a legitimate theme is all I'm saying. But for this episode, I'm going to start off by saying something that I think we all know is true, even if we are hiding it from ourselves and we can't, come out in the open and say it because we're afraid of backlash or things like that.
Are you coming out?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, no. Yeah, no.
50 no's and a yes still means yes.
I think we all know in our hearts and we all believe in our hearts that the true greatest gaming experience, I think we all know that happens on the KFC console.
This is what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Power your hunger.
Yeah, the KFC gaming console, 4K, 240 FPS.
Damn.
And cook your chicken.
The world's first built-in chicken chamber for chicken.
Chamber.
Look at that design. Built and designed
design.
Cooler Master. You guys know how to make a gaming console. Look at that. You can see the GeForce at the bottom.
Oh, I'm canceling my PS5 order.
Yeah, fudge the PS5. This has
Get
got
this instead.
this has got the Cooler Master NC100 chassis, bro. With the Intel NUC 9 Extreme Compute. Okay, I'm tired of this already. It's an i9. It's fast.
We got to ask the real question. How are the other consoles going to compete?
I don't know how they're going to compete. This one not only has a graphics card built into it, it's got an Intel processor, i9. It's got, look at this. Look at these. It's beautiful. It's Seagate, solid state for storage, a terabyte of space. That could hold not just Call of Duty, but also
Netflix.
The updates for Call of
the
Duty.
updates, DLCs.
Yep, that's
The
it.
100 gig update.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this. 2 Seagate Barracuda 1 terabyte SSDs.
I like Barracuda.
That's 2 terabytes.
That's a good fish.
That's Call of Duty and maybe even a second Call of Duty game. Maybe.
Warzone.
Perhaps. It's
You can
like
get
how-
Warzone installed too.
I like how gaming consoles is like 1 terabyte. It's like, yeah, well, that's room for like 2 games now.
yeah, it's so now you got 2 1 terabyte.
Yeah, I need 5
No,
exterior
I
storage
gotta know.
devices.
It's Call of Duty and Fallout 76.
Now compatible with this freaking nightmare of a concept.
Oh, you hate ray tracing.
I hate ray tracing. I'm like, you don't need it. There's no game benefit to it whatsoever. Visuals are just, they're fine. But they are the reason in my heart that every game now comes out and it's just a buggy nightmare of a game. It's because
Yeah.
you put so much emphasis on visuals, you abandon gameplay. You put so much emphasis on good visuals that you can't even play the freaking games when they
but
come out.
I'm pretty sure the KFC console,
We'll do it right.
yeah, they got it right.
Yeah,
We're gonna
ray
nail
tracing. If I'm eating chicken, I can look at the sun, and feel my eyes burning. I'm like, perfect.
My only
what an
question
experience!
is just like, how crispy can you go on the console, though?
Oh, man, if it's running ray tracing, it's gonna be hot naturally. That graphics card is gonna be on fire. Chicken cooling, not liquid cooling. Chicken cooling. It's gonna cool it with frozen chicken.
I saw this meme. It's like, every time you eat a chicken, just remember that chicken had a family. And then someone commented, it's like, that's why I always order the family size bucket.
The whole family can come with.
That's all the chicken. That's the whole. 240 FPS, 240 hertz. That's fast. That's good. That's pretty damn fast. And good.
Okay, no game runs on 240 that I fucking know of.
I don't
Yes.
either.
Yet.
Taylor, can you pull that up?
It's like you're,
Taylor, you're our Jamie from Joe Rogan. You're our Jamie
hey
from
Jamie,
Joe
pull
Rogan.
it up.
Can you pull up the? Can you find any games at 240 FPS real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that.
No, that's
Yeah.
Jump to it. We need you fast and responsive.
Leave me alone.
We'll ask that about the guy that's computer is dying.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. We are asking a bit too much.
Anyway, KFC console
I think that
is a fun gag.
I would put my console up against your Xbox and your PlayStation.
Well, my Xbox doesn't work anymore.
Right.
They shut it off.
Easy win. Easy win. It's really punching below your weight class.
And he's next gen. So.
He's next.
or last gen.
Yeah.
The only games you'll get it says really low games that can get high FPS would be like CS:GO, Fortnite, League of Legends, Rainbow Six Siege somehow, and Overwatch.
Well, you'd like a.
So it's
Rainbow
just
Six
shit
Siege.
that Jimmy plays.
I play other things.
No.
I play Bannerlord.
Yeah, that's one. That's your only one.
I've
No.
played Minecraft.
Have played.
I don't
Are
play
you
it as much
12?
anymore.
What the fuck?
I'm not 12. I'm literally not 12 anymore.
Literally 2 point something times that.
Thanks, teachers. Ugh, what do we pay you
Your
for?
eyes won't even be able to tell after probably 80, 90 FPS.
120 is the.
I just
is the
recently
estimated
started noticing 30. Like if like if something's at 30, it's like I notice it, but I get over it super quick.
You have a
Yeah.
4K 120 hertz TV. You got a nice TV. You got a nice setup.
Yeah, damn right I do.
Yeah.
But
Where-
I'm saying where you can't really tell after a certain point.
There is a threshold. It's below 120. But the way everything
But
is built.
KFC's got 240.
What's that?
KFC's got 240.
Yeah. I mean, you don't
I
want
mean,
your.
there's shit happening subliminally that you won't even see because it's happening so goddamn quick.
Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
It's KFC's Fight Club.
I was gonna say that. It's like Fight Club. It's on the screen for fraction of for like a frame. Little reel. And everyone saw it. No one wants to admit they saw it.
Who wants to admit it?
Okay, so the KFC console. This has been announced for like 3 years, right? Like this is not.
I'm pretty sure this
Why
is
isn't it
all
out?
just a huge gag that's just been online for a while.
Because here's the thing.
It's like Soldier Boy's fucking handheld gaming.
Well, so the Google Stadia, is done.
As soon as that was announced, I knew it was DOA.
Yeah.
There's no one paying because
No.
you're basically paying a Netflix subscription in order to even own the thing.
Yep.
So you buy it, you pay the subscription, and then they have like a limited gaming library and whatnot. It's like, no, this is dumb as shit. And that died last year?
Yeah. So
Like it
they.
finally died. They shut it off.
Yeah, they're turning it down. They turned it down. Google Stadia is dead.
They give money
and it's a
back?
sad day for gaming. That was this. Oh,
No,
that
it's
was
not.
recently. That was quite recently. So
It's not that
January
sad.
Stadia was shut down on January 18th, 2023. So that was this week or this year.
Oh, they must have announced it a while ago, though.
Yeah, they've been talking about it. I mean,
But
it
did they give
launched-
their money back? Because that shit has only been online for like 2 years.
Yeah,
Something like that.
2018. Debuted October of 2018. Publicly launched in November 2019.
So it feels like 2 years, but it's been like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
Thank you, lockdowns.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Google Stadia. Honestly, if Google couldn't make it work during the lockdowns, they were
You're
never
never gonna
gonna
get it
make
work.
Because the lockdowns was a perfect excuse for gaming to work. Gaming was like
Yeah, but you're entering a war.
yeah, but your
A
Google
war that's been going on for 2 decades now.
yeah. But-
PlayStation and Xbox rule the console area, and then you got Nintendo with their shit going on.
Yeah.
And
Nintendo,
then,
I
and
think,
then
is kind of like
PC
Switzerland
just does
on this
everything.
shit. I think Nintendo's really Switzerland on this shit. Like they're not really.
They
a
are.
part-
They're just kind of just like,
You're just hanging out in a corner.
Yeah, because you're.
We
What are you
have
gonna
got Mario.
do you guys want a Mario
You guys
game?
want to play Mario? We got carts and a party.
do? We would like to
I
play.
feel like yes, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. So Nintendo is Nintendo Switzerland in the console wars. I think that, but
Nintendo Switzerland.
there's no Switzerland in the hood. There's no. 5 points for Gryffindor if you can name that movie reference. But the Google
Well,
Stadia.
alright. That's gonna be in my mind now.
Yeah, comment in the comments where you comment. your comments
And like and subscribe.
and subscribe to third party. I feel like I've done this already.
You have.
No, you don't need to tell them.
Google's.
They know how the tubes work.
You'd be surprised how few people actually know how the tubes work.
There's a-
I've talked to people. Most people don't have a subscription on YouTube or on Rumble. Like most people in my life that I know on a daily are not subscribed or have a YouTube account.
No, I guess.
Do you know anyone? I mean, do you know anyone without naming them? Do you?
Oh, I know multiple people.
Oh, probably. Like I probably could guess, but I don't know. Oh, it's not like I'm in a conversation with some. Oh, by the way, do you have a YouTube account?
Well, people share videos and stuff sometimes. I mean,
I guess.
you should be able to get a sense of whether or not they're
Not
engaged with it or not.
Not at the top of my
But
head.
it's like I brought up last week. It's probably off mic, but I brought up it's like, yeah, I have like 170 people I subscribe to.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I went through it and maybe deleted 4 or 5 because I actually listen, watch, and want to see what these people are doing.
I'm subscribed to people who
it's
haven't put out a new
one
video.
person with multiple channels a lot, but
Yeah, I'm subscribed to people who haven't put out a new video in like 4 years.
Oh, same here.
I mean, I just
Same
hope
here.
that one day,
They'll come back.
yeah, they'll come back.
And you'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, there's
You're
channels
still
like
alive?
that. Yeah, there's channels like that. I pray come back sometime.
That's like Soviet
I don't
Wumble.
do that.
No. Oh,
You gotta
so-
be consistent.
well, Soviet Womble came out with a video not 2 months ago.
So few and far between.
He's still
them.
alive?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what I thought when I saw his new one came out.
No, cool beans.
But
I
so-
probably
yeah.
won't watch it.
Soviet Womble's hilarious. His videos are so fun. I enjoy the hell out of them.
Anyway, let's not dwell on other YouTubers.
Yeah. Because it's
Fuck
like
them.
it's like talking about gods. It's like going to a temple of like Nordic gods or Egyptian gods and be like, wow,
It's like
all of you, and then there's us.
It's like Poseidon talking to Hades and be like, "Have you seen Zeus around anytime? Has
Yeah.
he been around? Has he made an appearance?"
He doesn't.
Yeah,
talk to-
no, he's actually at this wine tasting the other day.
I think it's
like, "Oh,
probably
shit."
a better analogy is if we were like talking about Andrew Tate and like his lifestyle.
Oh no,
It's
I much rather prefer to compare us to gods. Anyway,
Google Stadia. Google has. So my understanding is that YouTube is still a net drain on Google, right? Like YouTube is still costing Google money, and will for
I
a
don't
while
know.
yet. I don't know where YouTube's profit point is.
well, profits off of ads and whatnot and
Yeah.
subscriptions, but yeah, I don't know. I mean,
So
it would take like 30 lifetimes in order to scratch the surface on the content that is on YouTube.
right,
So
but my point is that I don't know where
I don't
Google.
know if it's profitable for Google or not.
Well, Google's in everything. It's on your phone. They have their own Chromebook operating system. They have
Google
Chrome
is
operating
everything.
system on your phone. They have basically the only avenue that Google is not currently in is they're not in your gaming experience.
like a-
Unless you're mobile gaming.
It's like a line from a horror movie. Google is everywhere.
Yeah, Google is terrifying.
Come to the theaters March 31st for. Is there a 31st in March? Who gives a shit?
There is. There is a 31st.
For the movie.
That's even
Google.
scarier if there wasn't.
A movie that we thought nobody wanted and we were right.
Oh shit! Which
Google 3 coming to a theater near you.
Which reality am I in?
No, Google is the fact that Google's not in your gaming experience in your home. I think
is
it's
kinda weird.
I think it says two things. I think one, gaming is moving to mobile.
No, gaming is mobile. A majority of the industry's money comes from mobile
Yeah.
because of microtransactions and whatnot.
So the console wars almost feels like an unimportant feature going forward. Like,
To me, it is important, Jimmy.
yeah, I know that's,
It's not really.
but no, I mean, don't you agree that consoles? How many more generations of consoles do you think will actually exist?
Well,
Because you're gonna have the Xbox TV, you're gonna have the Sony PlayStation television.
Personal experience, going from Xbox One to Xbox Series S, I had. It didn't seem like that big of a leap. Everything seemed pretty much the same. I'd say loading times maybe were better, but graphic-wise, it's very like minuscule. Very, it's like we were talking about like frame rates and whatnot. It's not very noticeable.
I have a theory.
All right.
You
Do
have
you
a
have a
theory.
game theory? Wink,
up.
wink.
No, I don't have a game theory. I have a theory that you know how so TVs will include the operating system for games. I think Sony televisions will have PlayStation operating system in their TVs, and you will be able to wirelessly connect your game controller to your TV and play through your through your TV.
I'm Japs all the way then.
I think Xbox will do the same thing with Samsung. So Microsoft already has partnerships with Samsung, and
Say Microsoft? No, I thought it was Sony.
Microsoft with Samsung,
Not.
Sony with Sony television.
Yeah, fuck, I forgot. Sony's got their own. Fuck.
Yeah, and Sony already does. Sony already does some kind of PlayStation partnership on their TVs. Problem
Yeah.
is that TVs are so have really weak processors in them, so they can't play a game on them. But eventually, you'll get to a point where the processors in TVs will be the same that are on your game console, and you'll be doing everything from from a cloud storage for gaming.
For sure.
And so you'll
sure.
so there won't be any need for hard drive space on your TV, or at least not a lot of it. And so you need a Bluetooth connection from your gaming controller to your TV that's decent. You need internet connectivity, which your TV will already have because you're doing streaming platforms on it. And eventually you will be, when you buy a Sony TV, you'll be able to play PlayStation. When you buy a Samsung TV, you'll be able to play Xbox.
Yep.
And I think
Easy.
I think that's just going to become a staple of it. And I don't think that's very far away.
Nope. I agree. That's
Is that
For sure,
infringe
'cause
on
that'll
the,
get rid of your console.
Monopolization of stuff though?
Not necessarily. I mean, Sony, the company, already owns PlayStation. They already own their TVs, which they
Yeah.
are broken apart. But I mean,
Yeah, it's too different.
so I mean, Sony will eventually get to a point where, because right now, Sony televisions operate on the Android platform. So Android operating systems are built into Sony TVs today. But eventually, Sony has their own operating system. It's just a PlayStation operating system. So you're limited on what you can connect to as far as your phone. Not every app exists on PlayStation, but every app exists on Google for the most part.
I don't like your future.
why not?
The future you just said, I don't like it.
I
don't
hate
like
your
it.
reality, and I'll substitute my own.
Exactly.
Yep.
In the grim darkness of the future, there is only PlayStation. Yeah, I don't like, cause then you're basically, you have to buy a TV based off of what games you want to play too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to keep that shit separate because I like Samsungs.
You like choices, yeah.
I like Samsung phones, so I like Samsung TV.
Well, thought process. One fix that they'll eventually do is, Sony, Nintendo, Xbox, they put their guns down and they figured out how to make crossplay work. They eventually figured that out. So I'm guessing that you'll get like a Roku-style device that will plug into your Sony TV.
I don't like Roku.
No, I know. Just hear me out on this. I'm guessing you'll get your Roku-style device. You'll plug it into the HDMI on your TV, and that will give you the Xbox operating system, which will let you play Xbox.
You have an operating system on a fucking flash drive?
Dude, you have an operating system on your cell phone.
Well, I mean, like, you get the,
Why are
like,
you
no, like, here's your Xbox. It's a flash drive that you just plug in your TV, and then it just comes up with that.
It's just an OS that runs your TV. You run from that flash drive instead of whatever's built into the television. It's much more complicated than that, but I mean,
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go live in a cabin out in the woods.
yeah, I mean, how fun would that be? I mean, I don't want to get
I
attacked
won't
by
be
a
here
bear.
next week.
I don't want to be attacked by a bear, but I honestly would like to. You hear a bunch of like
You tame the bear. You make it your friend.
you did.
It's your fishing
You
pole.
give
It
him-
goes out and gets you salmon.
You
Kids,
give him fish.
Don't tame the bear. Stay away from the bear.
Bears are your friends.
They are not your friends. You are food. They are bears.
You are
Go
food.
pet the bear.
Don't pet the bear.
Pet the bear.
Don't pet the bear. No, the Google. So, I think Google has the right idea of actually backing off, and the more contracts they can do to be inside of televisions, I think
it's
that'll secure that
easy.
front.
It's a slam dunk, basically, with Google. And they just fucked it up.
The Stadia.
Yeah.
Well, was it because of quality or was it because of concept? Was the concept
The whole idea of the Stadia was retarded.
how so?
Like
Like
the capital R.
Expand on it.
Well, one, it's all online.
Yes.
That
was
you have like a it basically had like a subscription model like Game Pass,
yeah.
but it's way more limited.
But I don't think the online cloud functionality is wrong so much as it was premature. It was probably a decade ahead of its time.
And 4 years ago when they announced it, I was like, I don't want everything online. But now I'm searching for consoles that are digitally exclusive.
Yep, exactly. They were just
So it
early with
might
it.
have been a little bit ahead of its time, but
waited 5 years. A decade's a little much.
Yeah.
When did it come out?
19.
yeah, 18,
Yeah,
It
19.
wait-
launched on 2019.
Wait 5 years. They should have.
Yeah, if they
Oh,
waited,
end of 19. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's only been around for a couple.
even if they had waited till today, they would have been better off. You know, I mean, today you have cloud-based content platforms that are operating just fine. I mean, the largest games struggle, but I mean, a lot of it works. You know. And like you said, even modern Xbox console, PlayStation console, you're looking for cloud exclusive functionality. So I mean,
Yeah,
We're there.
It's also a UI interface.
yeah,
Or
I didn't.
user interface.
I didn't play the Google Stadia. I wonder if that's an easy lookup. I'm just Google Stadia UI.
But I'm switching to PlayStation over Xbox now because of shit that Xbox is doing, and mine took a shit. But I much prefer Xbox's user interface than anyone else's. I liked it. It was easy to use, very...
Yep. I really like it, too.
Entirely agree, and that was actually one of my major feedbacks. So it looks like the Stadia has some sort of like your games across the bottom. It could be running in the background profile. I mean, it's simple, but I mean, it looks simple, but
It's like I have the PS4, and I really don't like navigating through the UI. It's
You stuck?
cumbersome, I would say.
I was stuck. Yeah, the Xbox the Xbox UI is I agree with you. The Xbox UI is the best UI.
Well, yeah, and also Xbox One was designed to be an all-inclusive, like, this is your entertainment console for
Yep.
everything.
It actually was really good at it too because we
Well,
had
yeah, there was such a pushback on it because it was trying to be your home entertainment system instead of trying to be a gaming console.
yeah.
So they removed some shit and made some tweaks here and there, and the Xbox One UI and how it operates went into the Series X and S, and it just works. It works. There's nothing to fix there.
Yeah, the
I like it.
The Xbox One X, when that came out, I mean, it even had HDMI pass-through. So you take your DirecTV, your cable box, whatever you had, you plug the HDMI into your Xbox, and then Xbox to the TV through HDMI, and everything ran through it. And I thought that was really well done, actually. So I mean, there was justifiable pushback on it. You know, people wanting to not consolidate all their things behind Xbox. When you have grandma over at the house, she's not going to know how to. She's going to pull over.
Fuck her. She's old. Just put on some gut filled. She'll be fine.
No, but the idea itself was sound. It was a sound really good idea, and I thought they executed it just fine.
Well, it's like they want to be your home entertainment system, and then there's a bunch of pushback, so it's like more of a gaming console, but then it just ended up being your home entertainment system anyway.
Yeah.
And it worked.
My thing was, did you
It
ever
just works.
the Xbox Kinect? Did either of you guys play with games with Kinect?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, just like one, though, because they're like, oh, it comes with a game. Crummy game comes with it, so we tried it, and you see like all the dots come out, and you're like, oh, this is kind of creepy.
I didn't have too much of a concern about that, but yes, that was definitely feedback people were giving and getting. But the Xbox Kinect, I used it almost exclusively for the power on, power off functionality.
Oh, for sure.
I got home. I got home, walk in the front door. I say Xbox power on.
Yep.
I grab my dog. I throw her out the door, take her to the bathroom, come back inside. My Xbox is powered on. I've already got my game loaded up.
You had a bathroom outside?
All day.
Oh.
That's where else do you use the bathroom? Inside? In one of your porcelain contraptions?
I don't think it's worth another $100 just to say, hey, Xbox on or Xbox off.
Oh, I wasn't making the case that it was. I was absolutely
You
not
just said it.
advocating
I
for
can
$120
just
on
hit
that.
this Xbox button on my controller, and then my TV and my Xbox will turn on.
Yeah, it absolutely was not worth $120 for sure, just for that functionality. But that's what I used it for, because I did not have any games that I was like using that for. And one thing that was hilarious with it, there was a very small handful of content out there that shows like professional gamers or YouTube content creators going out there and them saying, Xbox, turn off.
Yeah, and they're like,
and then they were playing over their TV speakers, and the Kinect would hear it from the TV speakers.
Yeah, proximity chat.
Yeah.
That's
like
happening
Warzone
today.
or whatever. Yeah.
That's happening right now.
I saw Tim the Tap Man.
So funny, and he's like, no, got him.
That was hilarious. I mean, it was like the one. That was the one thing that it served as far as a purpose above and beyond.
That's the best form of swatting.
Yeah. You can't do that with PC Master Race in the house here representing. You can't verbally shut down someone's computer from
You're not even
from.
Master Race. You play 2 games.
Hey, we're just better at it.
But I'm better at it.
Yeah, why have 100,000 games that do it wrong when you have 2 games that do it right? That's all I'm saying. But we do need to talk about something big that was announced this last week with Xbox, and
Boo.
it's coming to a point.
Fucking tree hugger commies.
Xbox
Dang
has
commies.
announced that they are now building a more sustainable future of gaming by, in shorthand, forcing your gaming console to power down for segments of the day that are either random or you can choose. But during these windows of time, your Xbox will not be accessible to you. Microsoft has decided that your product, your purchase, your tool, your game, no.
How's that legal?
Can I have it for 8 hours straight? No shutdowns. I go to work for 8 hours.
You stay
Come
up
back
late.
and game for 8 hours. But say I'm just getting drunk and having a good time on gaming, I might go till 4 in the morning or whatever.
Exactly. You have 7 days out of the week, and every day is unique in certain respects. Sometimes you
Right.
game. Sometimes you go home and you're sick for the day, and you just want to like relax and game. And sometimes you're not working and you just want to go home. And sometimes you're on the weekends and you're hanging with your friends and you're staying up late.
Is this like CCP where they're kind of like cutting down on? Because I think in China you're only allowed to game like 3 hours a week or some shit. It's
I
something
think that's a
ridiculous.
different. I think that's a different thing. I'm fairly certain that's not a environmental push. I'm pretty sure
No,
that's not.
that's not environmental push by the CCP. No,
That's entirely
They don't
more
give a
social
fuck
control.
about that.
That's more of a social control aspect than a climate activist.
But yeah, no, it's taking over. It's like you can only access your console during this amount of time
Yes,
or these hours.
Xbox is working to reduce our environmental impact to help us reach Microsoft's goal of being carbon negative, water positive, zero waste company by 2030 by rethinking how we design, build, distribute, and use our products.
There's no such thing as carbon negative.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is just a PR statement.
For sure.
Blaine, fuck you, you bitch.
You
Blaine
bitch for
Hughley.
putting out this shit.
Blaine Hughley.
Let's cancel him,
Technical
everybody.
program manager.
Yeah, you're.
Are we just making up titles these
Yeah.
days?
Yeah.
Glad you had a PR, I'm glad you wanted to put together your little PR statement here, but you guys, I don't know what the legal standards are here, and I'm guessing that there's nothing illegal about this, but you have sold a product to your customers that now you are retroactively changing.
You're taking back control of a thing you already sold to someone.
Exactly. Now, that Microsoft does not have a monopoly when it comes to gaming.
It's
So
not about money.
people will eventually move over to PlayStation. They will get smart and they'll join the PC Master Race and build a PC. They'll get
I
smart.
was with you for the first part of that sentence.
But
Yeah.
here's the problem with this
I
initiative.
was too.
Here's one fundamental problem with this initiative. Microsoft does own Office or Microsoft Home. Microsoft Home 11, Home 10,
Microsoft Word,
Microsoft Word.
all that stuff.
Your computer is ran and operated by this same company, unless you're on Apple. But your computer is run by this same company.
Who the fuck has a Mac?
We're 5 years away. I'm guessing here, but we're 5 years away from this being a fundamental aspect of every computer in the United States.
You need to burn the company
Probably
down.
not so, because there's gonna be pushback from this. So like, this maybe last like a month or so. There's
Well-
gonna be so much pushback that they'll just be like, all right.
Well, so let's say that let's throw a hypothetical out there. Let's say you're a parent buying a gaming console for your kid, and I don't know if
They
that's
don't know shit about it.
is that half of the they don't know about this. They don't know that the Xbox is going to be unavailable to them for 20-30% of the day.
Fucking normies. But then, if I was a parent, I
Could be-
would want to limit my kids'
Yeah,
gaming
exactly.
experience. But
there's
it would be on my own
terms.
volition and whatnot, not some
The problem
fucking god company coming down and be like, you can only play it during this time
exactly. So and
for these
here's-
many hours.
Here's one thing they say. Xbox is now the first gaming console to offer carbon-aware game downloads and updates. It's not an offer. It's an update. It's coming.
Forced.
It's done. You can't backlog those. You can't backlog those and force them to stop. If you do, it kills certain games. It eliminates the value of the Xbox entirely.
Well, the Xbox updates automatically. It's not like on your computer where you can like remind me later to
Exactly.
update or some shit, and you can postpone it for as long as you want, but it'll still update.
It's not, yeah. So it's not an offer. It's a forced update.
Yeah, no,
You-
it's an update to, yeah. It would be like trying to play a game. It's like, oh, we have this update, and you can't play this game until you update it.
I didn't see this, so here you go. Windows 11 PCs and now Xbox consoles are becoming carbon aware. See, I told you. It's
Fuck me, dead.
It's so much closer than people understand. This, and they said by 2030. That means they're going to need a couple of years to settle with whatever decisions they make. They're going to make a decision. They're going to fix any bugs. But if they're actually real about that timeline,
By 2030, you know how much shit changes by that time?
so
Look how much shit changes year to year.
Well-
This is like, we got a plan for 2030. It's like, no, you don't.
You got a plan today for then, but
Right.
that plan's gonna change in 6 months.
It'll change next week because of some fucking activist or some shit.
well, and you have Xbox, you have Microsoft saying Windows 11 PCs. You know how many businesses run their entire company on Windows 11 machines, and you know that they're just not going to be available to them?
Oh, there's no way you can. There's no way you can limit.
You'd be able to do that. They'd
There's
sue
no
for
way you can
profit loss.
the way you can limit use of Windows and whatnot. Because yeah, you can't just shut off a business's computer.
It's not even one business. It's all businesses.
Exactly.
It's all of them.
They would join in a joint lawsuit for profit loss. There's no
Yeah.
way Microsoft could win that lawsuit either.
Well, and here's the thing. Even
No
if
way.
I'm looking for like any kind of backdoor Microsoft could use to get themselves out of this problem. Let's say that you have 30 businesses, 50 businesses, 100 employees of business, and each of them has a computer that's affected by this issue.
What was that, like 5 million employees?
50,
Okay.
Holy cows! Let's get you a tutor here quick.
but all of those employees,
50,000.
all of those employees individually are going to be going to their computers on different times of the day, and there's going to be people who want to work late.
Working from home.
You're going to have an
Working from
internal,
home.
yeah. You're going to have an internal IT professional for each business. Let's say you have one guy who manages your IT, your chief technical officer, your CTO. Let's say you have one person like that. Then you have this person going to Microsoft, and Microsoft has account reps. They'll bring these issues to them, and they'll say, all of your computers need a power down window, all of them. They will work to make that happen, and they will fail because they will need this level of flexibility. And I mean, you have, what did I say? 5 businesses, 100 apiece.
Said
No, you said
100.
50 businesses,
100.
100 employees.
Yeah.
apiece.
It's 50 businesses, 100 employees apiece.
That's how I got 5 million.
If even half of those, even half of those not making it work is an incredibly generous estimate. Most businesses are not going to be able to pull that off. And not in a sense that, like, you understand that business leaders are some of the most nitpicky people in the frickin' world. They don't want things to not work for them when exactly they want them to work. But you're going to have
It's
to...
my money and I want it now.
You're going to have to sell to these
JG
businesses
Wentworth.
the idea that this is Microsoft's fault and that they just have to accept it and chew on it.
Well, this is the dumbest shit, too. It's like all these fucking climate activists and whatnot. Like, they just had that summit in Davos the other week where, like, 1,000 private jets fly in. They don't even fly into Davos. They fly in like, a 2-hour drive outside of Davos.
And then they
And
helicopter.
then they helicopter to Davos, which is also, like, a 2-minute drive or whatever to the summit. So it's like, fly in a private jet, take a helicopter, then take a fucking electronic bus or whatever. It's so fucking stupid.
So how will this work? So when your console is plugged in, connected to the internet,
Fuck the
and
environment. I hope it gets hot.
I'm
regional
so sad.
carbon
Because it's cold
inse-
as shit right now.
intensity data is available. Xbox will schedule game, app, and OS updates
won't
for your
start.
console at specific times during the nightly maintenance window that may result in lower carbon emissions because a higher proportion of electricity is coming from lower... You just said it right there. A higher proportion of electricity is coming from lower carbon sources on the electrical grid at night. This is when they're used. You just fucking said it out loud. This is when they're used. That's when all of the power is drawn. You just said it. And they're saying, we're going to say no.
Yeah.
No. You don't get to use your Xbox
Yeah.
at from 2
Fuck
to
yourself.
2 to 6 in the morning. You don't get to use your PC from 2 to 6 in the morning. God damn them.
Don't tell me what to do.
This decreases fossil fuel dependency. No, it freaking doesn't. Not on any meaningful level.
No, it's very minuscule.
And here's the thing. The idea is that they used to have sleep mode for the console. Well, they have sleep mode for the console. They have energy saving mode. It's now shut down.
Even when, like, okay, so I use my Xbox as an entertainment console, and I watch, like, YouTube to go to sleep and whatnot.
Yep, I do the same thing.
Same.
It shuts off after, like, an hour of just no interaction.
Unresponsive. Yep.
So we already have those, like, barriers.
Yeah, what's
It's
wrong
like,
with
when
just
you're
leaving
not
it at that?
using it, it'll shut off by itself.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. I'm okay with that. But
Yeah,
if
totally
it's
fine.
not letting me use it, well,
I'm
it's mine.
pissed
I
off when
bought
my
it. I'm
laptop
paying
is
for
still
it.
playing fucking anime at 8 o'clock in the morning that I was watching last night. It's like, well, I'm 50 episodes behind now.
I love how they included this sentence at the end. Shut down energy saving cuts power use by up to 20% or 20 times when it's compared to sleep. That's because it's fucking off.
Yeah. Shouldn't it be
Yeah,
like a
sleep
billion?
isn't off.
I'm like 20 times. It's infinitely more. You're comparing zero to you're comparing
number.
zero to a real number.
Yeah.
Like this is absolutely absurd, and there's problems with this, obviously, and we could just go off the rails continuing to rant on Microsoft and this decision. Here's the short and short of it. PlayStation will probably pick up the business from Microsoft, but they'll eventually do the same thing.
Because those Japs are consumer friendly.
They really are.
Yeah.
They're good people.
Good people. Good, strong people.
Good
hardworking
strong
people.
Good ethics.
country.
Good morals.
I kind of want some sushi.
I could go for some sushi after this, actually. I'll go pick up some Kobe's. So
Isn't he dead?
this
Oh,
this initiative.
now I'm sad.
Okay, is anyone so carbon aware, 20% less power, obviously freaking
Their graphics are going to make sense. Who the fuck cares about the graphics?
less power equals lower electric bills.
Someone got paid to make that.
Pennies.
You're talking, yeah, pennies. And here's the thing. Electric companies are in on it too. Like, there was some news that broke last year when, in California, XL Energy just powered down people's homes.
Fucking Excel. Oh, they're the worst.
It's
That's where we get our electricity
yeah,
from.
we're fudged.
They can get fucked.
There's no competition in the energy game. There's no, I mean,
Well, no, it depends on where you live. Like, any
There's two
certain
around here,
area,
that's it.
There's a monopoly on...
There's only
energy.
2 companies around our area.
yeah, it's like Cass and... Yeah.
yeah, as far as this system goes, I mean, Xbox is just...
How can you
I haven't
help
been-
by
I haven't
playing
used
more video games?
I haven't used an... I
I'm
haven't
going to use
had
the
an
shit out of
Xbox...
this electricity.
I haven't used an Xbox in over a year. I mean, I game on my PC, but here's the thing: this is chasing me down. Even PC players will eventually have to contend with this issue too.
You've got a
because-
PC?
Yeah,
Oh.
you know this.
I know.
You-
I'm just giving you grief.
Why are you
Mr.
giving me-
PC Master Race.
PC Masters. Hey, we have more time
Do
than
you
you
even
guys
play
do.
PC?
Yes, I game on PC.
Oh.
I don't know why you guys are like this.
Well, I mean, you only play, like, CSGO, and I'm pretty sure that's, like, a 20-year-old game. Can't you play on, like, PS1?
I don't know. Yeah, you can actually. I think. I'm lying. No, you can't. No, you cannot.
Yeah, you can. And then you just shake your head at me.
So as far as the solutions to climate change and whatever that looks like, I think that the most honest people will tell you that if you genuinely believe that the world will blow itself up because we are using our Xboxes too much.
Dude, the day's been ending because of climate change for the past 6 decades.
Yeah. It's
Every decade is like, this is the last decade. This is the last decade. This is the most political that I ever want to get on this show. Is
Yeah.
just talking about this.
the
It's just all the time.
Xbox. I mean,
It's like, no, we're still technically in an ice age. If a planet has permanent ice caps and whatnot, it's in an ice age.
is that the measurement? I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, and it's thawing and fucking freezing stage all the fucking time. It's cycles. And it's like, yeah, no, we're causing it. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe 1% of it.
If that.
It's happening regardless.
Yeah. What Xbox will wind up doing is
And I think it's mostly Xbox's fault.
I think it's entirely
Yeah, yeah.
Microsoft's fault. You think that they are running all these?
They are the cause of climate change. You heard it here first.
We blame Xbox. It's
We've been
your
on this subject
fault.
for about 40 minutes now.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. Well, it is time
Literally
to move.
40 minutes, 25 seconds.
It is time to move off. Okay. We'll onto a topic that won't piss everyone off.
Fuck Bill Gates.
Onto a topic. Netflix crackdown could ban up to 100 million accounts.
Nice transition.
Yeah, I thought this would be something that could cheer us up a
What was
little
it?
bit.
Last episode I said I was going to quit.
Why am I still here?
Goddamn filming back to back.
Okay, so Netflix crackdown could ban up to 100 million accounts. So
Oh,
for,
good.
for-
So they didn't.
That's
Well-
one for me.
well, they've been talking about this for a while. So let me
Is that with like the sharing and whatnot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let me set the stage a little bit. So all of you know, I'm talking to you, the audience. All of you know
Okay,
that
I
you are
can tune
sharing your passwords around.
You're taking your parents.
You're taking your parents' accounts. You're
Roommates.
sharing it with your brothers. Your ex-girlfriend still has access to your Netflix profile. All of you know you do it. I'm looking at you through the radio.
Because we.
And
Because I do it too.
because I do it too.
Yep.
Password sharing is real.
Okay. But
100 million real.
how many subscriptions do you pay for, viewing wise?
0.
You don't pay for any.
Nope. I have Hulu, Netflix, HBO. I have them all.
And you don't pay for any
I
one
don't pay
personally.
for one.
You?
Funimation, Verve, Crunchyroll, and I think
Just kidding. He made up a bunch of ones right there. I don't have them.
Verve.
Those are just words.
You just
Verve
made
and
up
Crunchyroll.
words.
You have my Crunchyroll account.
Yeah, he doesn't pay for any. We just
I
established
don't
that.
pay for anything.
Oh, yeah. I don't pay for.
It's all
So,
free.
I think I have 3. I might have canceled my Funimation account, but I'm pretty sure I have 3.
Okay.
Can't remember.
Technically speaking, I only pay for HBO. Because I have Prime, but everyone on Earth has fucking Prime.
Yep.
Yep.
That just comes with the shipping. And so, but I have access to Hulu, Prime, Disney,
HBO.
Yep. Yep.
HBO, Netflix,
Yep.
Crunchyroll.
Got all them.
Crunchyroll. You got access to everything.
Yep.
But I only pay for one.
Yeah.
This is across all boards. It's not just Netflix.
No.
Yep.
And so Netflix doing this.
It's
Every
scary
other
to me.
one's going to go on board and fuck over just everyone. Because, I mean, I just looked at one subscription I had was $15 a month,
Oh
and I
my
never
goodness.
used it.
Yeah.
The entire time I had it, never used it.
Well, let me.
So it's $15 a month times fucking what, 6?
6.
7, 8. Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible.
You wouldn't be able to
there
pay.
has to be sharing, otherwise it's unaffordable and it just becomes
Yep.
direct TV again, to where you're paying like $150 a month.
Well, let me ask you guys something. Why did people start to cut the cable bill? Why did they do it? What was the motivation behind cutting the cable bill?
Because
Too
it was
expensive.
expensive as fuck. You couldn't control what you wanted to watch.
You couldn't binge your same show a bunch of times in a row. If you were
Now-
like, oh, I just want to watch The
So
Office.
so simplify that. You'd say content, right?
The kind of contact
You're
you're
just
looking
kind of
for.
meandering around until we get the answer that you're looking
No,
for.
because I'm saying
so just
that.
say it.
No, I'm trying to make sure we're all on the same logical plane here of this, because the complaints with the cable and with satellite companies was cost, and it was content accessibility. What are the biggest complaints with streaming platforms right now? Cost. And content accessibility. The reason people went away from cable and dish was because of this shit.
It's like we're going back.
They probably will, because there's gonna be an open market solution here where people will be like, we want to get together seven platforms. We want to get together 3, 4, 5 platforms. We want to get together, and we want to bunch together.
I mean, you look at Disney; they own like fucking 100 different
Hulu,
companies.
ESPN, Disney Plus, and I think it also
Well, they have Marvel, and,
History Channel.
Fox. Yeah,
Yep.
they got a shitload of stuff.
Now, how is it possible that all of those platforms became completely worthless as soon as Disney touched them?
Yeah, nothing is worth watching.
Yeah.
They don't even have anything they're putting out. I don't know.
So, question then, because this boils down to the fundamental problem. If people cut dish and cable because of price and because of content accessibility, they couldn't watch what they wanted to watch, and there was nothing good on when they were strolling through 600 channels, some HD, some not. And they cut that and went to streaming platforms because they got Netflix, and they got for $7 a month. They got Hulu for $5 a month and dealt with the ads sometimes. Now all of a sudden you're stuck on streaming platforms, and you have 6 streaming platforms because Netflix has no good content on it right now, and Hulu hasn't had good content on it for a while. You have HBO, which is $20 a month, I think.
No.
It's not. Correct
No,
me.
no.
You pay for it. So what is it? Is it 15?
That's a good question.
Because I was pretty sure it was 20.
No, I'd say it's between 10 and 15.
Okay.
I don't know where, but it's somewhere around.
Let's round down, say 10. To be generous and say
now
10.
I'm fucking curious.
You pull that up while I'm doing the quick math. Netflix is 20 if you want 5 accounts and you want 4 people to be able to watch simultaneously. You have Hulu, which I think is 12 on its smallest package right now. Disney Plus, which is maybe you're buying them together, but for the sake of argument, I want to treat them separately because you can buy Hulu and you can buy Disney Plus without being
15
15. So we'll say 15,
for HBO.
20 for
Yeah,
Netflix.
so I was saying it's basically 15 for fucking everything that you want to pay for.
Yeah, so 15 from HBO, 15 from Disney Plus, and that includes Hulu. And then you have 20 from Netflix. So you're at.
Is it really 20 for Netflix?
I'm pretty sure.
If you get like the
I've
4
never
people
paid for
watching
Netflix.
at the same time,
Which
family
is the
plan.
one people want because they
damn.
want to share. So you're $50 in for 3 platforms. Now let's say you want to watch some anime like I do, and there's no good content on Netflix. You're paying $10 for Crunchyroll. You're at $60.
Crunchyroll sucks.
Let's say you have a YouTube Prime account because you want to watch YouTube without ads. You're $10 in.
I pay for YouTube, yes.
So now you're at $70.
'Cause I spent
Let's say
70 hours on YouTube.
let's say someone really likes football, so now they got to get Amazon Prime because they want to watch Monday Night Football.
Yep, and
Yeah.
you can't look at Amazon Prime without including it as an Amazon.
Were you talking about yourself? Because you said we were talking
Yep.
about someone.
So Amazon Prime, let's say I think $10 a month is unreasonable. I think because if you have a Prime membership, I think you get that.
It is.
And it's $100 a year, I think.
So
So let's say $10, and
We'll just say
we'll
it.
round up a little bit because you get a lot with that, and I don't think that's a bad deal. But let's just say $10 to keep the math simple. So you're at $80, and you have everything. Now, how many of those? YouTube is probably the only one where you could find anything. If you want to laugh, you can find something on YouTube. If you want to be scared, you can find something on YouTube. If you want to watch a long-running show, maybe you could find something on YouTube because they have some YouTube originals. Otherwise, Netflix content, in my opinion, is an utter dumpster fire and has been getting worse and worse.
Been getting
Hulu
worse.
hasn't had anything good on it that I've enjoyed for years. Disney has nothing good on it unless you want to watch older films that were made before their current.
Yeah, and you got
takeover.
Apple TV and Paramount. And
Yeah, 2 that I even forgot about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because South Park's not on Paramount.
yeah. So
Rick and Morty is not on HBO anymore.
I think if you're counting everything, you could easily get up to $100.
you can get up to $100. Oh yeah.
Yeah, easily.
And so you're at $100. And rather than having one cable bill, you have 10 different bills that you have to wonder if you're watching each of them enough every month to justify the $10
justify
a
it,
pop.
Yeah, it's like, what even am I fucking subscribe to anymore?
You have to manage
You'll
them.
lose
So you have
track
to
of your
manage those
subscriptions.
accounts. So you have to manage them. I mean,
You need
they're
to hire a guy to keep track of them.
yeah. The pros of doing streaming have been plummeting because the quality of the content keeps going down.
Yeah.
So I think we should have an entire
It's quantity, not quality.
yeah. I think we should have a conversation
And
on
then
streaming
they're trying
platforms. 'cause we
to
just
tell
listed-
you not to share it anymore, and you have to subscribe to everything individually.
So
And
I
HBO Max isn't even going to be HBO Max anymore. It's going to be like fucking Warner Discovery or some shit.
So it's not. It's going to boil down to where it's not Comcast
Or
versus
not
DirecTV. It's Netflix
It's like
versus
the
Disney.
third attempt
It's,
at a streaming service.
yeah, it's Apple versus Netflix. It's Netflix versus Disney. It's Disney versus Paramount. It's all of these. It's going to be a free for all in the streaming war because every one of those companies is going to be like, well, our content is worth $50 a month, so don't get these other 10 platforms.
They're fucking stressing me out right now. It's like, what else am I subscribed to that I totally forgot about?
Yeah.
Right.
So the short and short of it is the password sharing is the thing that Netflix has been cracking down on.
I gotta look at my fucking bank account.
Netflix announced this password crackdown a long time ago.
They did, yeah.
But
I
they
remember.
made it official. I'm looking for the official announcement here, but Netflix made it official. I think that they're going to do this cutoff in March, and I'm looking for the official.
Well, there's only
announcement.
2 things that I look forward to and actually want to watch from Netflix. It'd be Love, Death, and Robots and Arcane Season 2.
I could give up both of those. I could have. I loved.
I'm not.
Arcane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pay for Netflix just to watch those 2.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you can pirate from somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm not encouraging that.
We're not encouraging it. Cough, cough, cough.
This ain't fucking Napster. Anyway.
But
How
I mean,
fuck does that date me?
All right.
Remember
when? Oh,
LimeWire?
come on.
Oh, I do.
When will password
Frostwire, LimeWire.
Okay, so as of
I remember
January
all that
25th,
stuff.
crackdown password sharing in early, likely before March, according to the company.
Oh shit! So like next month.
Soon, very soon. So password sharing for Netflix will end soon, and I mean, I think this is how they'll do it. The accounts are registered to a certain zip code, so the accounts are typically registered to a certain zip code. That's something
Well,
that can
there's
be tracked
5
over.
zip codes in this city alone, and it's not a big city.
Right, but Netflix wants you to have those set to a household. So yeah, you
Yeah,
could share
so-
with someone down the block, and that should work.
Yeah.
But I mean, if
Well, yeah, unless you're on the line, but yeah.
But if you're down the, I mean, if you're down this to another, if you're down in another
There's like
city,
102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 078. There's so many.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, I do believe that the zip code will probably be how they enforce it, because I don't know how else they could enforce it.
Well, fuck, I don't like anyone
How is
in
that
my
even
zip
gonna
code.
work?
Well,
because I can just when I log into my Netflix, I'll just put in my parents' zip code.
Are you 078?
Well, the ISP, the internet service provider,
We'll steal off of you.
Sends the internet service provider
Steal off my
sends
mom.
codes home, guys.
She's all the way in Arthur.
So that's how they'll do it. Zip code. The internet service provider that you're at whenever you're trying to log in will call home to Netflix. It'll say, this account was tried to log into, but it's from town B instead of town A. And it'll block you out. It'll say, do you want to sign up with your own account? And it'll
No,
prompt something.
get fucked.
Yeah. So how many people do you think, so the estimation's 100 million.
I exclusively pay for HBO. You use it. My mom uses it. Sister uses it. Some dumb cunt that I used to work for uses it still. So I got like 5 people leeching off of my one HBO account.
Yeah. Exactly. So HBO's not doing it yet, and they don't need to because they're making good content with good money.
Netflix is it's all right.
Netflix has lost 50% of their market share, or 50% of their market value this year, right? Something like 50%.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of controversies too, like cuties and whatnot.
Honestly, yeah.
Which I didn't even want to click on because it's like I don't need the FBI to raid me. For this. Like, I don't even want to check out the first 5 minutes of it.
Yeah. The fact that you pondered says more about clicking. It's like, ooh, what's this about? No, you knew what it was about. You sat on that play button for a little too long.
It's just the
like,
trailer.
All right, how bad could it be? And then like the poster is just girls twerking, like 11-year-olds twerking. It's like, okay, it's probably pretty bad.
Yeah.
How is this legal?
I think Netflix does. Here's the simple truth of it. Netflix deserves to die. It deserves to fail. They stopped making good content. They decided to get in bed with activists who gave them their own entire genre on the platform. In my opinion,
They operated in black for so long, though. They didn't make a profit until like a year ago.
Yeah. Well, look how well that worked out for them.
Yeah. And then
As soon as they started making money, they started losing money.
Started making money, and we put out cuties.
Yeah, that was the call to make.
Fuck! Wrong choice.
You know, we finally got some good grace from our customer base here. You know what we should reward them with? Child content.
No, we got this big push in the alphabet people movement.
My opinion, so HBO is actually starting. This is why I don't like HBO as much. I was like, any platform that has
They took off a shitload of content.
any platform that has a LGBT like genre of content in it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think you both do.
It's like the
There's-
first thing you go on to any streaming service, and it's like Latina voices and like black stories and whatnot. It's like just make
good
movies,
stories.
and it's for everyone. It's not like these stories are only for white people. These stories are only for black people. No, stories are for stories.
Yep.
Content's for content.
I don't think
It
there's
doesn't
a.
fucking matter.
I think that there's only one story that was made for a specific group of people, and that was Mein Kampf. I think any other book was made for everyone.
I mean, by definition, it's his story.
Yeah. No,
It's in the name.
I'm not exactly. I'm not convinced. I mean, like, there are movies that would find themselves under the black stories genre under a certain
Well, it's like
platform.
white man can't jump. Is that a black story or is that just a fucking movie?
It's a black story.
I haven't even seen the movies.
There's movies that would find themselves categorized under black stories, but you love them. You love these movies, but you feel so segregated from these stories because they're literally put in a category that says not you.
Right, and it's also people writing stories for modern day audiences. It's like making it super diverse and whatnot, and saying it's like, well, I never felt represented or whatever. And it's like, I identify with people I don't look like all the fucking time.
Yeah,
It's just
I really felt like Black Panther. I felt
I
it.
felt like Fiddy and Get Rich and
Yeah.
or Die Trying.
T'Challa, I channeled that bitch.
Yeah.
I was in it.
Yeah, I was
Like,
I'm a
there.
yeah.
spirit animal, Panther, black.
That shit is forever.
I saw The
Except
Lion
for
King.
when the
I
MCU
know.
dies.
I get it.
I felt like
understand.
Simba. I felt like
I'm not a fucking cat.
my dad fell off a cliff, like thrown off by my uncle. I can relate to that
I
shit.
can get behind the story.
Hey man, that shit hits home.
The best stories that exist out there. I
Alright.
mean, if you're looking at a story and you say this doesn't represent me, the story's not the problem. It's you. You're looking for something in the story that isn't there.
You base everything through a colored glass. You're looking for color, someone that looks exactly like you.
Yeah. You're looking for yourself
Instead
in
of
the
someone
content.
that has maybe been through some of you, or feels a certain way, or thinks a certain way.
Because is a guy
It's
supposed to see
physical
himself in?
only.
Is a guy supposed to see himself in the new female Ghostbusters or in the new female Oceans movie? No, you made sure they didn't. You made absolutely sure that you said this is a female film.
I don't know. I identify 100% with Anne Hathaway. So
Damn, bro, that's deep. I accept you. I accept you.
yeah.
All right, guys. This one's been kind of on the ropes here a little bit. So
Do
I
you
guess
wanna-
I want to say a few things that I'm actually looking forward to before we wrap up. We only have a couple minutes here before I think it's time to go. I guess, do you guys have any thoughts on the Netflix stuff before we cut ties with that?
We covered.
All right.
Yeah,
Taylor?
no, I agreed. That's enough sadness.
It's only been an hour of talking about consoles and
So
subscriptions.
there's so the trailer for Creed 3 has been out for a while. Michael B. Jordan is, again, I'm looking at some of these actors, and he's not new. I mean, he's been out for a long
I can't
time.
identify with him. I don't want to see it.
I think Michael
I'm
B.
not
Jordan.
a ripped, black, great-looking person that can act.
I think Michael B. Jordan will be an actor who can carry us into the next generation of content. But
He's good.
I actually sat down and forced myself, because I've been holding off on watching the Rocky series and watching Creed, and I thought, Creed's a newer enough film. It's high production value. The story's established, but it feels like a jumping in point that I feel like I can get into. And so I watched Creed, the first one.
That was your jumping in point?
Yeah,
You never watched the Rockies?
I haven't watched any of the Rockies yet. But now I'm actually like, I'm gonna go watch
Kinda
all of the
questioning
Rockies.
you as a human being right now.
You can hate me if you hate me, but but I watched the first Creed movie, and I love these fighting movies. Fighting movies almost always have like a great arc, and they're just down on his luck, going back, and then you have action fighting scenes, and then an uplifting ending. Typically, I love fighting movies.
That's a weird point to jump in, because Creed is obviously Apollo Creed's son,
Yeah.
and you have no reference to who Apollo Creed is.
Oh, come on. It's not like I have no
Okay,
reference.
no reference. But you didn't watch it, like, growing up.
No, but I mean, this content has existed long enough that if you pretend like someone is completely oblivious to it, you can't.
Okay, I'm going to look up real quick. When did Rocky Balboa come out? Any guesses? I'm going to say 2006.
Well, hold on. Creed came out 2015.
Older than that, I bet.
So
No,
20
Rocky Balboa, not Rocky.
Yeah,
No.
so Rocky Balboa
Would
came
have been
out.
the sixth movie.
That would have been
Like,
2008,
dang, you're shooting real
8
late.
or 9.
Oh, we're still guessing?
I thought you were pulling it up.
Oh, I thought you pulled it up.
I thought you were pulling it up.
I'm looking the other way.
I thought you were pulling it.
2006! Oh, I'm so good at this.
Did you guess? I didn't hear your guess.
I said
Did you hear his
2006.
guess?
I heard it.
Oh, I didn't.
He's
hear
right.
his
God, I just know shit.
That's
Okay,
why I said
fine.
that's a little late, isn't it?
guess.
No.
Because
I
I,
thought
was
two-
thinking
That's
of the
the
very
sixth movie.
first one.
2008 was a close guess. That's what my guess was for Rocky
Yeah.
Balboa.
It wasn't right.
Yeah, but it's close. That's what I
Close
said.
doesn't
Guess
matter.
who was right?
Fine, you were right.
Yeah.
It actually was an impressive guess, though.
Oh, God, that feels good.
But Creed 3 comes out on March 3rd, so I'm gonna try to get caught up by March.
But
3rd.
anyway, no, I brought up Rocky Balboa because we went to that in theaters, 2006. I would have been, what, 12?
Okay, yeah. Sounds about
And
right.
that was my introduction. And then I went back I think right after we saw Rocky Balboa, we ended up buying the anthology
Oh yeah.
on DVD. And it's like, yeah, no, we're fucking watching all of it.
Well, hold on. Would
So I was like 12 when I got introduced to Rocky Balboa and watched the originals and whatnot.
So would you guys recommend? Where would you recommend getting in on Rocky? I mean, you
One.
don't recommend. You
One
recommend
is a
starting from-
masterpiece.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Start at the beginning.
I haven't seen it, so that's what I'm asking. It's like-
1, 2, 3 is a little weird. 4 is pretty popular. 5 is just kind of off the rails.
Yep.
yeah. So Creed was my starting point with 1. I am planning on getting into the entire
I
series.
can't believe that's yours.
But Michael B. Jordan as an actor, I think will carry a lot of movies into the next generation of movies. I really do. I think Michael B. Jordan is amazingly talented.
So we're talking about when
Trying to see what else he's in. real
movie
quick.
stars are dead. There are some exceptions.
I think Michael B. Jordan's one of them. I think
I mean, he's household. Everyone knows who he is.
uh,
Even though he hasn't had like a outstanding like film to where it's like everyone saw this movie and blah blah blah. They're
well,
going crazy for
let's
it.
look at that. He was in
He's
Love,
been
Death,
in a lot of
Robots.
shit.
Love, Death, Robots. Just
Oh,
Mercy.
that was the worst episode though.
Was it? I didn't think so.
Really?
I
didn't like it.
Yeah, so he's obviously got his Creed films, Fahrenheit 451,
wanna
Black
see that.
Panther,
He's in a lot of music.
Fantastic
shit.
Four, The Boondocks.
No, it's Fan Four Stick. That's how the
I didn't know he
poster.
was in House. He was in an episode of House. I don't remember
who
which one
wasn't
that was.
in House though.
Fair.
Looking back.
Oh,
at
he
it.
was in Chronicle.
Great underrated movie.
Chronicle was in.
That was
Have you
supposed to
seen-
be a franchise.
I haven't. No.
Okay, we're not gonna stick to this, but I'm just gonna pull it up real quick. So Chronicle, it's you know Cloverfield, right?
Yep.
Okay, Cloverfield. It's a camera direct, like you're holding a camera and you're following the camera along as you're
The
directing.
character of the story is filming it.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what this movie's about. It's all from the perspective of
And
the
a
camera.
couple of teenagers get superpowers.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Oh, okay.
You should watch this. You really should.
That guy deserves to be in more too.
Yeah.
Not Dehan or Dehane or whatever the fuck his name is. The other guy.
Yeah, I'm just watching this and I'm like, no, I really want to watch it again.
Although Dehane's good. Or Dehan. Whatever the fuck his name. I don't remember his name.
So, yeah, Michael B. Jordan, he has some good movies under his belt, and plenty of them. And I really enjoyed Creed. I was just gonna say, from the start, I'm in. I'm in on this franchise. I'm hooked. Creed, I think, was a fine starting point. I don't know what the other movies look like. I guess I'll make my own judgments once I finish them all as to where I think the best starting point is. But if you guys say 1, then I'm just gonna jump straight to the front of the line.
Well,
on
it's
this.
Sylvester Stallone's debut. He wrote Rocky, starred in it,
Yeah.
and it just took off from there. That's what made Sylvester Stallone.
This isn't the time to get into it, but his story itself, like his
When is the time, Jimmy?
next episode on Third Party Podcast, we will be talking about Sylvester Stallone's, basically his biography.
Hint, hint, we're not.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. All right, guys, we are gonna wrap it up
Is
there.
that
Just wanted to say some level of optimism at the end of this episode, so it wasn't just a rant and a rave the whole time. But it was a good conversation.
It was
I liked what we
mostly
were talking about.
sadness.
It's all deep, dark, depressing.
Anything you guys want to leave off on in this episode?
No, no, I'm good.
Okay, Cody.
Yeah. Nah.
All right, guys. We will see you guys on the next episode of Third Party Podcast. We are looking forward to talking with you more. We're looking for people to follow us on Rumble and YouTube. Subscribe if you can. Hit the like button, notification bell to see the next videos coming out. Slim's Dead Space playthrough is still going strong, and we are looking forward to the upcoming content. We are inching closer and closer to our battle of the movie scenes coming up in March. So hope
I
you guys are
fucking
looking forward to
win this
that,
one.
and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace.
Bunch of